I started posting on YouTube for the first time after 2 years, exactly 1 month ago today. And I've done pretty good, all things considered, and revenue will be later in the video, so stick around till the end. While most people who've quit will just restart and make a new channel with no momentum, I was actually coming back with negative momentum. This was my subscriber count for the past 2 years, not including this month, and it's abysmal. I mean, I was obviously not posting, so I don't blame these kids for dipping, but now they don't get to see this beautiful transformation. So if you're facing a similar graph, you know you're not gaining subscribers, or like me, you're losing subscribers, don't lose hope. Because this is my subscriber graph this month. After coming back to YouTube and really changing the focus of my channel, I've gained actually I don't like to put it that way, it's not I or gained or whatever, our community has grown by over 122 members, or as I like to say, investors. Because trust me guys, we're going to the moon like GameStop during COVID. Invest in the channel early before we're the next boo. For this video, I want to show you that it's still possible to grow on YouTube in this era, and how I did it even with backwards momentum and a 2-year cold start that I was facing. These were my views before I quit. So before you look at my sub count and discredit me for having a head start or something, nah, my channel was in shambles. I was getting 100 views on every video, no variation. And 100 views is a really good place to be depending where you're at, so it's not about the views, but the ratio. My view to sub count ratio was 0.9%. I couldn't even get to a full 1%. The average across YouTube, by the way, is 14%, or approximately 15.5 times better than I was doing. Like, imagine you're playing poker and you want to double your money, right? You have $100, you go all in, hit a lucky hand, and come out with $200. That's just a 2 times. I had to almost 16 times just to get to the average, like the baseline. But that was before I quit and came back. And you're here to see what you can do in 1 month. So let me show you. These are my views after 1 month since coming back and changing my content style. 16,000. And these views are a bit deceiving since YouTube Shorts are counted on here, so let's just subtract 4K for that short. And we're left with 12,000 views in 1 month off of long form content. If you ask me, I'd say that isn't bad. I posted 13 videos over the course of the month, so 12,000 divided by 13 is roughly 9,500 per video. And that makes me feel really good. We're just a little shy of 1,000 on average, but I think in the coming months, with the support of you guys, we can definitely get over that. From just 100 views per video to almost 1,000 is nearing a 10 times jump in views. And for that ratio, by the way, view to subscriber, after this month, I'm clocking in at around 12%. So still a little behind YouTube average, but that's plenty of okay with me in my first month back, especially since a lot of my subscribers are dormant from before I left, but not including the person watching this, and I love you for that and being here. But how does that average, 950-ish views actually break down, not including outlier videos? So I didn't have any crazy blow up videos, but I did have 3 that got over 2,000 views. And I'd say that out of 13 videos, that's consistent enough to not be outliers, and maybe I know something worth knowing. But for the sake of this, let's just cut them out. So those 3 videos accounted for 7,000 views out of the 12,000, which leaves 5,000 views split between 10 videos, and that's easy math, and that's roughly 500 views a video, not including those pop-off videos. And again, in my first month back, I feel pretty good about that. That's a solid number where it feels like my channel isn't a fluke, like 500 is a nice bite-sized piece of the pie in this YouTube game. So do I know something about the YouTube game to get multiple videos over 2,000 views? Maybe. And I'll tell you what I know. Actually, after recording these voiceovers and these analytics, a couple days had passed while I was editing, and my views and subscribers actually shot up, so now I have around 2 more videos over that 2,000 view mark, which is really nice because it really isn't a fluke at this point. But back to the tips. 1, and the most important tip, if you're gonna make videos you'd actually watch. Before I quit, I used to make storytime videos, which I liked making, but I realized I never found other videos like this, or watched them for that matter. I then realized my favorite channels at the time of my absence were Fortnite tips and trick type of channels, so that's what I started making, because I genuinely enjoyed watching it, so I knew other people would. 2, after making these types of videos, you will eventually get one that outperforms the rest. It is your goal after that to replicate it as much as possible, whether that's the idea, the title structure, the thumbnail, or the actual video. So I realized that after my first video popped off, I needed to understand why. I then went to work trying to see if it was the thumbnail, the title, the idea, etc. And 3 pop-off videos later, after recording actually 5, I'm starting to hone in on the things that I actually think it is. It's obviously my charming personality. No, I'm joking, but sometimes in these analytical videos, I forget that I have a really amazing community, and I think I do genuinely connect really well with a lot of you guys. So not to be weird about it, but the human element is really really important. So thank you guys. It's not always about the thumbnail or title, it's about having a fantastic community. Now moving to the monetization side of the video. A lot of people will care about my watch time, subscribers, and revenue for this reason. So watch time. This is important to people because you need over 4,000 hours of watch time and over 1,000 subscribers to become a monetized channel on YouTube, and I believe you have to do this all within a year. So that 1 month time, you need to multiply by 12. In 1 month, I've gotten just about 600 hours of watch time, which is pretty good. And again, I think that one YouTube short is counted into this, so let's deduct that. I think it was 36 hours, leaving us with around 550 hours of watch time from pure long-form YouTube content. And I think this is pretty inspiring because it means if you can perform like these metrics for 8 months, you can get monetized. 550 times 8 is 4,400 hours of watch time. And the 122 subscribers from earlier times 8 is 976. So right under that 1,000 subscriber threshold. So with a little change, you can get there in 8 months. And I will say, I know I'm starting with a few more subscribers than someone starting right now. Even if I did come back from a dead channel with a cold start, it might still be an advantage if you do it right. But for smaller channels, tack on a couple months to plan for that smaller starting size, and I think this is still an accurate representation of what a dedicated individual could experience. For me, it would take 8 months to get monetized again, but for someone starting new, tack on an extra 4 months and you're at that 12-month threshold, which is still okay. Now onto what I've made this month. The actual dollar value, what is my revenue? I'm gonna ask for a sweet, gentle like from you if you've enjoyed my transparency, and if you have, please invest in the channel for more Fortnite tips and tricks, or Fortnite YouTuber related tips and tricks if this does well. Like, comment down below if you're just trying to get better at Fortnite, or if you're also entertaining a streaming or YouTube career. Now for the grand reveal. $24.56, enough to buy a literal Panera Bread ham sandwich. So trust me, you don't have to rush that race to monetization because it's not crazy. But all jokes aside, this YouTube gig is not my full-time job. I literally do it as a passion. As a matter of fact, I'm a full-time college student, so I don't even have a real job until summertime, so this number doesn't mean a lot to me. The number that matters more to me is the Epic Games creator code. I know you're beaten over the head with it, but that actually does provide more money if enough people use it, so it will actually help me upgrade my equipment to make better videos or pay an editor to produce more videos or something to that effect. But 2, the creator code dashboard shows the number of people that are using it, which is a direct link to my true supporters. These are the people that actually care about my channel, the people that think my tips help them, so they'll help me. It takes a 12-letter code, read the ninja in the item shop every 2 weeks, and it genuinely helps out. YouTube sure as hell ain't paying, so it's nice that these people do help out. And I know a lot of players will put in big creators like Clicks or Ninja, and that's great. Help out whoever your heart desires. If you're not using mine, don't worry about it. But for those big ones, they ain't making $24, if you know what I mean. But all jokes, I know a lot of people just simply don't know of a small YouTuber to support, so they use those big creator codes just to not waste their purchase. But here's your golden opportunity to support a small channel. Use code reidtheninja, that's E before I. And if you like the content and transparency here and want to be a part of those analytics the next time I make this video, then please invest into the channel. I'm not going anywhere this time around, and on that note, I am signing off.